Schedule by visiting lovbneb.com/schedule.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O. Sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Ashiro's work is never done. You care for the house, the kids, and our future. We're so grateful for all you do. Now it's time to care for yourself and save a little more for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to boost your retirement savings now. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro today.
A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Whether it's a lunch you've packed from home or one that's sitting on a cafeteria tray, lunchtime is more than just a meal. It's a chance to grow. Hi, I'm Tim Royers, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. Talk to your kids about what they eat, how they treat others, and the little lessons that happen between the bites. Because lunchtime teaches more than just nutrition. It builds character, too. Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome in to Bigger Than the Score. Harrison Arms on the ones and twos. As always, got a little bit of a different lineup for you today. Pete Ferguson is out of town, but the show goes on. You guys are welcome to join in. 402-464-5685 is the Starter Heyman text line. Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo, Channel 961. All great ways to put a face to the voice. And like I said, we got a new host today, so we'll go ahead and introduce the new host. Who do we got? Plays Pete Ferguson.
I am not Pete Ferguson. My name is Adelina. And my purpose is to make sure that everyone finds their purpose in life and to make sure everyone succeeds.
Absolutely. And if that voice is familiar, she was on, that just last week? 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago,
very
maybe?
Very recently. And she did such a good job. Pete Ferguson said, you know what, you can go ahead and host the one while I am out of town. So with that being said, what brings you here today? What are kind of some of the things that you really want to hone in and talk about?
Definitely like community, self-growth, and like personal awareness or like, situational awareness.
Mm-hmm. Why are those things important to you?
They're important to me because like, honestly, I kind of like grew up like focusing on myself and with my brothers and everything like that. And honestly, like middle school, it was middle school, you know, like some of those girls can get pretty catty. So I had to just like focus on myself and like do what I had to get done. So
yeah, fair enough. Middle school is tough. That's an era. Like you get a bad haircut, you might end up crying that day. Yeah. It's that type of era. So what is this the thing? Like when you were very young, it mattered, or was it like kind of after middle school when you had some of those bad interactions that this became a thing of yours that you really care about?
Honestly, like the middle of 7th grade is when I started paying more attention to it because there was a time where I kind of like struggled mentally. I was like, man, I can't do this anymore. Mm-hmm. So I got up and I'm like, let's get to it. So
do you notice like, and this is where I might be wrong, but it feels like kids today struggle with mental health more because there is such a saturation of things you can do. It's often like you don't know where you should land and you kind of end up just spinning out.
Yeah.
And it's tough to find meaning.
And then not only that, but like social media plays a huge part in it too. Like I think we brought that up last time we were here. Yeah. So
how do you handle social media?
I'm not on social media.
All right. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. It's tough to see. And, you know, I know for girls in particular, like on Instagram and all the filters, it kind of gets in this head thing. Well, am I supposed to look like that? And for guys, it's, you know, there's parties that you didn't get invited to. Then you go on Instagram the next day and you're like, didn't even know that was happening. But there's all my classmates at an event I was not invited to. Why? Because what grade are you in now?
I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore? Okay. So right now as a sophomore, what are some things that you were doing to try to kind of bring this stuff to light?
Ooh. Honestly, like journaling, drawing. I love to draw. Singing. I love singing. I've like always been a singer.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, and I
yeah.
think we talked about it. You had an interesting music taste.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. I mean, most people would say it's better music taste than what most of the youth are listening to
Mhm.
today. Do you talk to classmates often about this stuff, about, just kind of some of the issues that the youth face today?
Honestly, like some of them who can kind of handle it, some of them like, they're kind of immature and everything like
Yeah.
that. But other than that, yeah, sometimes not really though.
Okay.
So
Fair enough. Sometimes it takes time
yeah.
for people to come to those realizations.
hmm
And then tell me some of the things that you've been involved with.
So back in middle school, I was involved with the Dish It Up discussion group. Miss LaFea ran it and a few other people ran it. And then I was also part of the Latino Lincoln Leaderships Club during the summer. And then not this summer, but like a few summers ago.
Mhm.
And then at East, I started up a few clubs. I run the Students of Color Culture Collective, the Principal Advisory Committee, and I am a part of the the Lincoln Public Schools Equity Honors Cadre.
It's a lot of things to sign up for.
Yeah.
Whose idea?
Mine.
What were your family's, thoughts on you getting this involved with all these extracurricular activities that,
Mhm.
they look good on a resume, don't get me wrong, but it's a ton of work. It's not just something you can take lightly.
They were supportive. They were like, "Well, you got to get your stuff done first," and I could struggle getting my stuff done. So, yeah.
Procrastinator?
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's some people work better when they're backed to a corner.
Yep.
So to each their own there. And how much time, were you putting into doing all this stuff? If you had to estimate, like roughly outside of school and just hanging out with friends, how much time are you putting into all this?
Daily, maybe about like an hour
Okay.
or two. So, and then like I would get involved with sports too. So that would also cut down like some of the hours that I
Mhm.
would have to focus on it. But other than that, like an hour or two, maybe at most 3.
Okay. What sports do you play?
I'm currently not involved in any sports, but I played basketball, track, and cross country.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a full plate there as well. Anything in the future that you're going to be involved with or that you're excited about?
I would love to get back involved with track.
Okay.
Yeah, I love track so much. It was definitely an experience, like the team bonding, and because I did long distance and it wasn't like your regular sprints where you would have to like sprint up and down a hill. Like you would go out of the school and you would run on these trails and like you would have your phone and your speaker in one hand just blasting music. And then if one person gets left behind, like you have to wait for them to come back up and like you're just like kind of like a community, just like running together and everything.
Yeah, especially with running.
Mhm.
Like some people need a community to push themselves. That's a
Yeah.
brutal one. So were you running like they put you on like the 2-mile events?
Oh, I actually ran the 400 and 800.
Two of the worst ones. Some might argue. Those will absolutely drain you. Did you like doing those
I
events?
love doing those.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's to each your own again. That is one of the tougher ones. I ran the 800 and I remember that was by far the most brutal event. I tried
'Cause
every week to get out of it. I just, it's not like I was going to go medal a bunch anyways. I was like, listen, I know where this is going. This is just brutal for me, but kudos to you if you actually enjoy that event. With that being said, a little bit of time here left in this first segment. Who do we have in studio today that you're going to lead and be the host and get down to some questions?
All right. So on our left to us, we have
Um, my name is Aaliyah. My purpose here is um, I actually don't know, but I'm trying to figure that out. So yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 15.
Yeah, that's a totally fair answer. Not having it all figured out yet, but working towards it.
Yeah.
and then what school do you go to?
Northeast High School, and I currently play basketball there. Um, yeah, we just did pictures yesterday, but yeah, that's about it.
What position in basketball?
Um, I don't really know. They didn't like tell us, but like, I'm in the freshman team, reverse B. Yeah, so yeah, we just did practice like every day, constantly. It's tiring. I'm sore, but I'm here. So yeah.
Okay. Are you a fan of like the women's Husker basketball team or other college basketball teams out there?
Um,
Like even if you said South Carolina, I know Juju Watkins is out, but she's incredible.
Um, I don't really like watch basketball, but I'm trying to like make some time for it because I'm constantly like busy like every day with my mama, helping with my siblings. I got a lot. um, cleaning. It's a constant every single day. But yeah, I'm just trying to keep it up. But yeah, that's about it. So yeah.
So you have a lot on your plate, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I got a lot. Um well, my siblings, well, Ryder, he's playing flag football and soccer. Trayvon, he's just playing soccer. Cheyenne, she's in yoga class and Girl Scouts, and Montana, he's just there. He's just there. um, well, yeah. Then my mama, she used to play like every single sport except for swimming. She couldn't do that because her parents didn't like sign it. Well, it's okay though. She's a really great mom, but yeah, got a lot.
Yeah, the swimming one probably just like, listen, I know you want to do it, you just don't have enough time in the day for
Yeah,
everything else you're involved with.
yes, literally. I really want to watch basketball and other girls like play and how to like keep like the ball like in your hands, not like yeah. So then I'm also in girls group.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was in there last year in ninth grade. So yeah, it's pretty cool listening to other people's stories, what they've been through, and yeah. So yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Who else do we got in studio today? Addie?
And then to the left, right of me, we have.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Benjamin. I'm 21. I'm not currently in school. I will be in January. I'll be starting my electrician trade.
Ooh.
My purpose in life right now, I just feel like that's taking care of my loved ones and making sure they're happy and they're all right, like mentally, physically, however that may be.
Well said. Electrician. How'd that start?
Uh, really like when I turned 18, I did a lot of construction work.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just be like talking and shadowing like the electricians throughout like the demolition process because it was like really quick. So most of the times it would be like a 12-hour shift. I would be done with demolition in about 3, and then like the rest of the shift I'm just shadowing like electricians.
Okay. Is that something that you knew young age, like working with my hands? That's something that I enjoy, or does that come later in life?
Uh I would say I knew I had a knack for it, but I didn't enjoy it. Like growing up, our dad, like he made us like get out the house and
Good
paint the
dad.
fence and put up posts and help fix a car and stuff like that. So like when I'm younger, I don't want to do that. I want to go
Mm-hmm.
outside and play basketball with my friends and have fun. But I get that I was talented at it. So later on in life, like I just figured like why not? Might as well.
Does it ever scare you, like if you touch the wrong thing, if you're gonna get like electrocuted or something?
At first, but it's only like because you in your own head.
Mm-hmm.
Like once you like been there for a couple of hours and you trusting yourself again, like you know it. Like it's almost like walking. It's so easy. It's common. You don't even think about it. So, nah, not really.
Shout out to you. I worked for CIP for a little bit, and you're just maintenance, so is everything, and like even just swapping out a breaker scare the living daylights out of me. I could never get over the fear of like getting electrocuted.
I mean, I done like way dangerous work, like doing construction, being up like 10 feet just on the harness and like just smashing like pillars. So, this is it's light work. Basically.
How many times have you shocked yourself? Do you know?
Maybe like 4.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
not too many times.
It's not bad.
I'm just getting started, so
Yeah,
I'm
it's not
pretty
too
sure
bad
it'll
at
be
all.
more.
Yeah, I think I probably I probably shocked myself 20 times just trying to put up a ceiling fan. And that's pretty basic electrician work right there. So shout out to you for getting down into that. And also, I mean, right now it's a great career opportunity. The way those guys need workers, and they'll pay you a lot more early on than if you go in some degrees, or if you go to college for 4 years. And not saying that all degrees, well, it's true that all degrees are not equal, but an electrician's trade is certainly one that you can go find yourself a spot in the workforce and get paid pretty early for it. Addie, why'd you bring these two in particular today?
Okay, so Aaliyah, I practically grew up with her. I call her my sister. She is a very strong young woman. We went to daycare together. We went to middle school together. Unfortunately, we don't go to high school together. She should like come over to East. But she's an incredible young woman, amazing, very inspirational, and like she pushes herself to the limit. And then Benny over here, I currently work with him, and I was talking to him about it, and just like getting to know him on the first day he was training me, I was like, oh, this dude seems really chill. He seems he seems like he has a story to him. Like a lot of people like would look at someone and judge them. Like, they judge a book by its cover.
Yep.
But like, I don't know how to explain the type of vibe he gives off. Like,
it's easy to work with is the vibe I would say.
Yeah.
Like when he hopped into the studio here, most people's reactions, totally understandable. It's like, I'm pretty nervous. Like, I got a bunch of mics. I got cameras on me. He just sat down. just relaxed. Wasn't worried about any of the questions that may come up here. So I can definitely see that.
Yeah. And then like his music taste and just like working with him and getting to know him day by day. Like he is a very interesting person.
Okay. Who's got the better music taste?
Me, obviously.
Nah, I would say me for sure.
Give me 2 or 3 of your favorite artists.
Crazy. Favorite artist? I had
Mount Rushmore artists, so you don't have to rank them if that's more fair.
Rushmore. I mean, I listen to like a lot of different things. So for rap, I would say like G Herbo, because his music is like more relatable to the stuff I've been through. R&B, like for somebody I listen to like on a daily, I would have to go like with Frank Ocean for sure. Reggae. You guys, I don't know if you guys know who he is. His name is Sizzler.
Sounds familiar, but Sizzler sounds like it would just be familiar.
He's an older artist. Country. I listen to a lot of country.
Old school country, like Cash, or new pop country?
Yeah, new. I don't really know. I just listen to whatever catches my ear for country. So I don't really have a favorite artist for country.
Fair enough. That sounds good. You'll play it.
Mount Rushmore for favorite artist.
All right. What about on the end there? What kind of music you into?
Definitely the 90s. That's like my favorite top favorite.
What was 90s music? Because I'm 26 and I don't listen. I'll listen to early 2000s.
Yeah. I mean, like 90s, like R&B, 90s,
best love
hip hop, always
like Escape, feel like that group. Who else? I don't know.
Can't forget about the Cranberries.
I don't even know who that is. That's a real group.
Yes, it's a real group.
Nah, man, definitely Aaliyah.
Oh yeah.
We love her.
Aaliyah named after Aaliyah.
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite R&B singer. Sometimes I listen to Frank Ocean, like you said. Sometimes I listen to like this Spider-Man music, like
Oh, nothing wrong with a good movie soundtrack. I'll put on Interstellar.
Like from like the Spideyverse, Miles Morales, Gwen, and like there's a particular song that I like that like really like hits me in the heart.
Is that the Post Malone one?
Nah,
Sunflowers.
Oh, I love that one too.
That's a good song.
Yeah. There's this one called like Self Love, and like that one is like really, really good, and I think you should listen to it.
You guys know who is a really good artist? Hear me out, okay? Joey Badass. Absolutely amazing artist, and I'm not kidding. That is his. Well, Hello, English. That is his real, like his name, his artist name. Like absolute amazing artist.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I got to keep track with the names. There's some stuff that I can't always understand, and maybe you guys can help me out. Like, I'm a small town kid that grew up in Hartington, Nebraska. Rappers' names with the similar names before it, where you got Lil something or Baby something.
Mm-hmm.
What am I missing there?
I mean, there's Tupac. I mean,
but a lot of them, is that just like a trend? I always get confused by like why a lot of them will like have the same Lil something or.
Honestly, it's because like.
Is it like in honor of?
Not even. It's not even. Most of the time, it has nothing to even do with music. Honestly, it's like where they come from. Like,
okay,
in their neighborhood, they might be Little Quan or something.
Okay,
so they just added that onto their rap moniker to, pay homage to where they're from.
Okay, so that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
There we go. Got that answered. All right. Well, there's our music segment somewhat there. Addie, before we go to break, anything else that you want to say of where we might sway into on segments number 2 and 3 here?
What is the first thing you think of when the word community gets brought into play?
Ooh, that's a good question. You guys can think about that. 402-464-5685. Also, Facebook, YouTube, X, Owl Channel 961. We will certainly answer that one when we get back from the break, but let's hear from the man, Pete Ferguson. He did chime in. He's watching. He says 80s, 90s. R&B means you were raised right. Yep. Says TLC.
Waterfalls.
Tevin Campbell, New Edition.
Yeah, Tevin Campbell.
Oh, yeah.
He says Keith Sweat.
Oh, yeah.
Boys to Men. Yeah, Boys to Men's one I've definitely heard. And DeBarge, which that one I have not heard. Shout out to Pete Ferguson. Always listening, and then I'm sure he's worried about his Cowboys today. All right, don't go anywhere. We will throw it to break. On the other side, we will learn about, well, how'd you phrase it? What community means to you, or what is community?
What do you think of when the word community gets brought up?
We'll answer that on the other side. Don't go anywhere. This is Bigger Than the Score.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in seasons? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes! Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zip line gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Hey guys, it's Carly from Boyd Farm Outfitters. Farmers, you need to know about Green Eye Spot Spray. With Green Eye, we replace your existing spray boom with a brand new aluminum boom equipped with camera technology that identifies and sprays only weeds and not your crop. The boom comes with 2 spray lines so you can still broadcast residual herbicide while you're spot spraying weeds that are up. Green Eye users in Nebraska are saving a ton of money on herbicides, but that's just the beginning. Learn more at BoydFarmOutfitters.com. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, and family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apples, chili, vegetable, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Back to Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in. Bigger Than the Score. Harrison runs on the ones and twos. Pete Ferguson out of town, and he did message me. He's getting heckled on the airplane as well by some 49ers fans for wearing all that cowboy gear. I'd say rightfully so. All right, with that being said, though, let's get back to the question at hand before we threw it to break. Addie, I'll let you phrase it one more time and we'll dive into it.
All right. What is one thing that comes to your mind when the word community gets brought up in any situation?
I would say like a sense of belonging, like, just coming from a community like where most of the time you're all dealing with the same struggles and like it's kind of tough to just be dealing with like the kind of struggles that we like deal with in the everyday setting, and then also maybe gun violence in your area or robberies or stuff like that, or poverty, just problems in general. Like, so that's kind of what I think about, like when community is like said or brought up. It's really just belonging, structure, and having other people you can like kind of associate these feelings with.
And you're from Miami, correct?
Yeah.
What would you say you had like a sense of community down in Miami?
Nah, not at all. Nah. I think like honestly, our community kind of probably didn't like us. Like I got involved in like a lot of like street stuff when I was like fairly young, like really young, like 10. So we were running around like doing things that weren't good for our community. So I mean, objectively so, like of course they probably wouldn't like us in the community.
And then what about you, Aaliyah?
I think that community is like Ben kind of like took my words, to be honest.
You can expand on it. I mean, I think it was a good answer. So
yeah, like maybe like you wasn't from like a very like safe or like very good like community, and you just like fit, and like sometimes you feel like you're like an outsider to that community. Sometimes I know I did, like here in Lincoln and at Omaha, because I moved to Omaha, and that community, it didn't really suit the like uh it wasn't very good, and it was very bad, and there wasn't very like, support to the schools either. Like they didn't teach me how to read, write. They didn't really care. But in Lincoln, it's kind of better, but it's kind of getting there. So yeah, like yeah.
yeah, that's always, kind of sad to see. It's like when you think of community, you think of it as like a family, and a family's not going to let an individual slip through the cracks.
Yeah.
If I got
Yeah.
a good community is going to see people who need that help or just need whether it's representation or just a 2 seconds of, hey, how you doing? So that's always heartbreaking to hear. Why was Lincoln, better, and how do you see it kind of going in the future? Because I do feel like Lincoln is one of those cities that, and Pete Ferguson's a big part of it, but really kind of helped build this community together.
I think that Lincoln kind of like helped me go through things. Like I was like a stutter, And at Omaha, they didn't really like help me, didn't like help me like control it or
Mhm.
like help with it. And I used like stutter like all like every single sentence that I like talk. And in Lincoln, there is this like camp called Camp Say,
Mhm.
and that really brought my confidence up. And yeah, and like that community, that like specific one, it's better than Lincoln's one, definitely. But I think Lincoln could kind of like have like a stronger like build to it and a stronger like love
Mhm.
instead of like judging people, hating on people for really no reason. Maybe they did something wrong, yeah, but like that's not like who they are probably like right now. They could still change. And yeah, so yeah.
I think it's a good way to phrase that. Like they can
Mhm.
still change, even if you do disagree with them, whether right or wrong.
Yeah.
You know, you're never gonna build bridges of connection if you're just gonna be hating.
I mean,
That's only gonna cause people to drift further apart.
yeah, I mean, like nobody is perfect. I
Mhm.
mean, everybody is never perfect, obviously, but everybody can change. Everybody can probably make a big, big difference in this community. I think, and in the future, I think I really hope that it goes well.
Well, it helps when you have youth on the airwaves
Yeah.
saying this stuff out loud because it's just things that I think need to be said so people have a better understanding of it. What was that camp you said you went to
Um,
help with the stutter?
it's called Camp Say, and it's at San Antonio, Texas.
I just want to shout them out because you're doing a radio show. You know, you're
Yeah.
like hopping on the mic live on air now, and I would have no idea that you had a stutter to begin with. So, absolutely done. It's just what a good community can do for others. Addie, what about yourself?
Honestly, I really agree with what they both said and what you said as well, Harrison. Honestly, it's like that support and the whole saying it takes a village to raise a child. Honestly, like when you grow up in a community that's like strong, like everyone cares about you and like they're supporting you, and it's like it really builds you up as a person. And then, like, of course, like you're gonna have your hardships and your
Mhm.
struggles because everyone has like their own battle that they're struggling with, and like they won't always make it known. But it's just like that sense of belonging, like that sense of safety. Like you have your people and you have your place, and like you're comfortable with them. Like you support them, they support you. Like it's give what you give, take what you take, kind of thing.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
Mhm.
it's you know, like as me, I'm a Catholic, and again, this is to each their own religion, but it frustrates me as the whole point of it is like you just turn the other cheek, and then when they hit that one, you turn the other cheek again. Like the only way to kind of get over those divisive issues is you have to kind of bury yourself in humility, and
Mhm.
it's not a fun thing to do, but I think it's probably one of the best ways to actually get your point across and say, hey, I'm not your enemy. And that's a good thing. In today's era, and this is kind of a tough question because without getting into politics or any of that stuff, but it feels very divisive.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate to see it. You definitely see it in the older generation. Does it feel that way when you guys are in school, or does it feel like the youth has an understanding of some of this outside stuff and they're not really at each other's throats the same way you might see it on like Twitter?
Um, Honestly, it depends on like the room you walk in and who
Mhm.
you're talking to. Because I know there's a few people where we have gone toe to toe, throat to throat over everything that is going on currently. And there have been times where I've been told some pretty not okay things. I've been called some pretty not okay things. And that's just from like the gosh, I really don't want to say, but like kind of like the school community that I go to.
Schools
And
have bullies still, unfortunately. Like that stuff just happens.
yeah, unfortunately.
How do you deal with that? I mean, again, like I've always gone with the try to do it with humility, and it's a really hard thing to do because you know it doesn't feel like you're winning, but in my mind, that's the only way you can do it
Mhm.
is to not, in order to not make things worse at the very least.
Honestly, when I go toe to toe with a person, I will not lose a battle. I will not allow myself to lose a battle. I will like make them known, like I'm standing my ground. This is what I'm saying.
Mhm.
I will listen to what you have to say, and only if you listen to what I have to say. And honestly, it ends like it simmers down and like everything's cool, and we just like go our separate ways after that. And like I learned something about that person, they learned something about me. So
That listening
yeah.
part's huge, though. I
Mhm.
mean, I'll ask all you guys this: why isn't it important just to listen? Because people today are really bad at it.
Yeah, it's that attention span.
It is, and you know, I'm part of the problem because I'll be on reels too, so I'm sure my attention span's shortened. But you know, why is it important just to listen?
Sorry. I think it's really like important to listen because like if you're like in like a argument and like you might be wrong, but they might have a good point to it, or like they might be telling you something really like traumatic, very like probably like hurtful to them. You probably should listen no matter who they are, no matter what they did to you or they did to other people. I think they just want to be heard and they want to be heard, and they want to just express their feelings to that person, so then they feel better, so then you could understand what they're going through, what they have to say, what they yeah.
And then like not only that, but there's a difference between like listening and like just like staring at a person and spacing off. Cause I
Yeah.
know I've done that a few times where I just stare at someone and space off and like not even listen to what they're saying. And then like there are times where I'm talking and you can tell like their brain is just like clocked out.
Yeah, they're thinking about what they're going to say next, or they're just not paying attention whatsoever.
Right. So like there's definitely like a huge difference on depicting whether or not if a person's like actually listening to you or if they're just like clocked out in La La Land. I do think like body language and eye contact is a big thing. What about you, Benny?
I would say like listening is always good because you're able to understand the other person's point of view, better, and why they feel how they feel and why they say the things they say about certain things. So you know you always get a second outlook on what a person is saying when you listen to them. It's no bias, just a listening ear.
Yeah, I mean, I think too, that's why some kids are just so angry or they're irritated. They feel like no one's ever listened to them. So
Mhm.
then you're the one person that like listens, and then you just get a wall of like, whoa,
Yeah.
that was a lot of emotion right there. Clearly, you haven't told anybody about this for a while, or you just
Mhm.
today was the day where you couldn't keep that cork sealed anymore, and you just kind of let everything and maybe too much out, or maybe things you didn't even really feel, but you just kind of overflowed with emotions. Outside of just listening, like when it comes to community, kind of circling back on that, how do you build a good community? Like, what are some of the things I know you kind of talked about in the first segment, but that you involve yourselves with to ensure that we're listening to each other, or at least at the very least, we're trying to, and we're trying to come together in some of these circles and just find space where we can be comfortable and find that community.
It definitely has to do with passion and like wanting to build people up instead of breaking them down. Because it's a lot easier to be mean
Oh, yeah.
than be nice. And like you tend to go home at the end of the day and just think about all the negative stuff that has happened rather than the positive stuff. So like I think the passion in wanting to actually build a community, whether it's like in your home, at your school, at your workplace, anywhere, like just wanting to build that community. So, oh yeah.
Um, um, I think we should just like stop judging people and hating on people just because how they look or how they talk or how they act, because I got judged so many times in elementary school, middle school, sometimes in high school, kinda, sometimes not that much anymore, but still, it's
How do
kind.
you deal with that without making things worse? Because you might have every right to turn around and clock that person, not saying, please don't do that, or tell them off and say whatever.
Yeah.
And even if you're right, that might make things worse still. How do you figure out ways to deal with that type of behavior?
I mean, back in middle school, In sixth, seventh, and eighth grade, I got bullied every single day because of how I looked and how I talked, especially how I talked, and that made me an easy target to like be judged. So what I did was like I just be nice
Mhm.
sometimes.
Try your best. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kill him with kindness.
Yeah.
Kindness.
Yeah. And
It
like,
is hard to bully the kid that's just really nice to you all the time.
yeah, and like they really like don't like when I like kill them with kindness. So
Mhm.
then there's be like annoyed and like I just laugh because like why you just want me to be rude and then you could just get me in trouble. Nah, because I used to do that in seventh grade. Now that was kind of bad.
Mhm.
Think I used to like be so rude to people when they be rude to me because it wasn't it wasn't a very good like time nor place. And I think that it made me a better person to this day. So yeah, I think I got my confidence up, I got everything up. So yeah.
Well said. And good on you for that. Benny, anything to add before we go to our last break here?
Uh,
And I'll have you scoot up that mic just a little bit.
I would say like probably just getting out on the streets and just spreading the word and just wanting to do something like maybe even starting events, doing seminars, or open mics, anything to get out there and put a word out of wanting to do something. I would
We
say.
we definitely do need more open mics down here in Lincoln. I know we have a few, but like like down in the Haymarket, get everyone together once in a while and like host something fun, like
Mhm.
karaoke contest or something fun like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Mhm.
anything. I think we can all agree. Anything we can do to get people outside of their apartment, their
Mhm.
home. Like we're in such an era where it's like pulling on teeth to get some people to go out because there's
Yes.
just a million things to do right from your own couch. You can order your
Mhm.
meal from there. You can watch infinite amounts of TV shows. But again, you have a really narrow focus if you're not talking to other people. With that being said, we got to throw it to our final break. So don't go anywhere. Bigger than the score. We'll be back in just a little bit.
The savings continue all November long at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln. They're extending their red tag sale with machines priced at invoice plus $300. That's it. No freight, no setup, no extra fees. Plus 10% off snowplow kits, 10% off fly motocross gear, and 50% off all in-stock road tires. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location. They can't wait to get you set up for the holiday season.
This Black Friday, it is time to hit your goals before the new year even starts. At Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, get 40% off our next 10-week challenge, plus 6 weeks for free to kickstart your fitness journey. Start training December 1st with kickboxing, strength training, and personalized nutrition. So when our official challenge begins January 10th, you're already ahead of the game. Spots are limited. Don't wait for January to make your resolution. Start strong now. Visit fxbeatlincoln.com or stop by one of our 2 locations at South 40th and Yankee Hill or North 70th and Vine. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping. Stronger starts here.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agriculture storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post-frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Hi, Charlie Stone here, and it's that time of the year again. Time for the annual Happy Honda Days at Honda of Lincoln. With me on the line, Andy Goodyear, to tell us all about it.
The exciting news is we have more selection and more savings. We have over 400 new 2025 and 2026 Hondas to choose from, with a great opportunity to get year-end savings on every remaining new 2025.
Do you have some Happy Honda Days specials?
Sure do, Charlie. For example, you can lease a new 2025 Accord Sport Hybrid for just $349 a month, and we have financing from just 0% APR. We've also included over 125 pre-owned of all makes and models. And as always, our certified pre-owns are in this sale as well.
Well, maybe it's time you experience the best. The Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
This holiday season, give the gift of good taste with a gift card from Valentino's. During double discount days, double your discount from $5 to $10 free with a $50 gift card purchase. Valentino's handcrafted pizza has been a family favorite for generations, and our gift cards make the perfect holiday gift. And right now, during gift card double discount days, when you buy $50 in gift cards, get a $10 gift card free. Happy holidays from Valentino's.
Leaves are falling and temperatures are cooling down, but don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Winter leagues begin on December 1st and are open for registration. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker Watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate or team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at doubleeagle.golf.
Acreage owner getting ready for winter? Make it easy with John Deere compact tractors and gators from Acres Equipment. Add snow blowers, front blades, cabs, heaters, and loaders to tackle every chore. Right now, in-stock units are priced to move with competitive financing to fit your budget. Get winter ready today at acres.com. Acres Equipment, your acreage handled. Financing subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial. Not all customers qualify. See dealer for details.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. From now through the end of November, Ferndale fresh turkeys are just $3.99 per pound and in limited stock, perfect for your holiday meals. Plus, you can stop by for lunch on Fired Up Thursday at the Mercado East or Fired Up Friday at the Mercado North. With locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha, get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
If you are a business owner, I want you to think about the amount of time you've spent worrying about safety and security. Lincoln's own experts at Diode Technologies design custom solutions for security, communication, and so much more. From automated security to secure video conferencing, their team sits down with you to get to know you and what your business needs. Manage your operations and get notified when there is suspicious activity. Save time and cut back on stress. Diode Tech always keeps you in the know. Contact them today at 402-793-5124.
Back to Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in. Final segment, Bigger Than the Score, with a different host today. We got Addie hosting the show. And if you guys have any final second comments, feel free to use the Starter Heyman text line or any of the streams. But with that being said, we got one more topic left. We'll throw it over to Addie.
All right. What does forgiveness mean for you guys? And in case you guys didn't know, I'm currently here today with Benjamin. Almost didn't say his full name. And Aaliyah.
I would say forgiveness to me means probably just like peace. At the end of the day, like that's what that means to me. Like when you forgive something or someone that does something to you, I don't think that's like you saying like, "Oh, I'm forgetting this." I feel like that's just you saying like, I value my peace over everything. You can forgive someone and not forget what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Just use it as a lesson.
I like that, honestly. What about you, Aaliyah?
I think forgiveness is like, look, I think like you just for like you like you won't like forgive like what they said, but you were no. I mean like you will like forgive on like how they like said like sorry or something like that, but then you will never like forget what they said to you or like, did to you. I copied what Benjamin said, but I mean, yeah. So, yeah.
And honestly, I agree. I feel like forgiveness doesn't always mean like forgiving the person. It's more of less forgiving yourself for allowing that to happen to you. And like it's a form of self growth because personally I feel like the word "I'm sorry" gets used around way too much, and when words get used way too much, they lose their meaning.
Mhm.
So, yeah, honestly, I agree with both of you guys. What about you, Harrison?
It's like seeing the humanity in others.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's really the moment you kind of dehumanize someone, it's really easy to never forgive them.
Yeah.
And even if they don't always deserve it, I always put myself in whatever happened to them earlier in their life is kind of why they're here today.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to say, well, I would never do that because I didn't grow up the way they did. Maybe I would think the exact same way. And I think that's the most beautiful thing we can do is try, especially if it's your quote unquote enemies, trying to find humanity in those people. Again, there's kind of the humility approach, and to each their own. I'm not saying that's the only way to do it, because if you try that every time, you might, get socked in the face. Just go the humility approach every single time. But, I think that's how I describe it, is just being able to see humanity in others, especially those you disagree with.
Yeah, not everyone comes from the same backstory either.
And I think it's important for us to, if we're going to build this lovely community that we keep talking about, we have to be able to see the humanity in every single one of us. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. You guys, any parting words before we get out of here?
I like mangoes.
They are good. I agree with you there.
Yeah.
Addie?
Mr. Pete, gosh, what is his favorite football team? The Cubs?
Yeah, I think something like that.
Yeah, something
Some
like
irrelevant
that.
team.
Yeah.
I think they're playing a game today.
They suck. I'm sorry. Anywho, enjoy Nashville, Mr. Pete.
There you go. That's going to do it for us, unless Benjamin, you got anything to add?
Thanks for having me today.
Absolutely. It's been an absolute pleasure. Appreciate you guys listening. Don't go anywhere. The Breeze, me, Hosta Breezy, will take you all the way to 1 p.m. right here, 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com.
Midwest Bank is hosting our annual Thanksgiving food drive.